Alma de Niño presenta
Isabel of my soul, a tribute to all Latin American writers. In this special edition, resuming it in Isabel Allende. Dear me, best regards. Sitting in front of my keyboard, I'm writing, trying to imagine that it is the pen with which Isabel of my soul writes. There are few in life that through the pen and a paper, today keyboard and screen, have reached my heart, and today I feel a deep feeling of connecting for a few seconds with the pen and heart of Isabel Allende. Although, in reality, what I want is to connect with all the writers of the universe. If we talk about our Latin blood, how to forgetting Borges, Coelho, Benedetti, Neruda, Paredes Candia, Alfaro, and many others that today are in my heart, and I could not name them all because the list would be endless and endless. I will represent Isabel in all of them. She of herself recently said, "It is very strange to write your own biography because it is just a list of dates, events, and achievements. In reality, the most important things of my life happened in the cameras. My most secret achievements are not my books, but the love that I share with a few people, especially my family, and the ways in which I have tried to help others. When I was young, I often felt desperate, so much pain in the world, and so little that I could do to alleviate it. But now I reflect on my life and I feel satisfied because few days have passed without at least trying to change things. As one takes in his hand the writings of this architect and builder of the house of the spirits, we are welcomed by the fox who takes us through his pygmy forest on the path of love and shadow, crossing the path of Aphrodite. We reach the bridge, the one where Paula told us the tales of Eve Moon. From there, the kingdom of the golden dragon is visualized. After a short break and a delicious snack, we embark to enter the tunnel that leads to the island under the sea. Already the sum of the days makes that we revise the notebook of Maya to continue our path traced by means of the infinite plan. We see a light that emanates from the city of the beasts. While we walk towards it, we find the portrait of Sepia that gives us the final access to a world of fantasy, history, and sensitivity. As we do not know if everything lived until this moment in this journey is in our physical or spiritual body, we are led to ask the daughter of fortune if it is real, to which she responds. In the book of Hugs, Eduardo Galeano has a short story that I love for me. It's a splendid metaphor of what writing is. In the past, Don Veridico planted houses and people around the resort bowling bar so that the bowling will not be left alone. This happens, they say in the town because of him born. And they say there was a treasure there hidden in the house of a little old calandraca. Once a month, the old man, who was in the last, got out of bed and was going to collect retirement. Taking advantage of this absence, some thieves coming from Montevideo invaded the house. The thieves searched the treasure in every nook and cranny. The only thing they found was a wooden trunk, covered with blankets in a corner of the basement. The tremendous padlock that defended it resisted, unbeaten the attack of the pegs. So they took the trunk. And when they finally managed to open it and away from there, they discovered that the trunk was full of letters. They were the love letters that the old man had received throughout his long life. The thieves were going to burn the letters. It was discussed. Finally, they decided to return them, and one by one per week, since then, at noon of every Monday, the old man sat of the hill. There he waited for the postman to appear on the road. As soon as he saw the horse full of saddlebags through the trees, the old man started to run. The mailman, who already knew, brought his letter in his hand. Magic like this, and many other riders that connect the pen and the heart to let the indelible ink flow with which they write in the soul. To make us fly, dream, fill us with life, passion, shocking our being, producing emotions of joy, tears, anger, and many other indescribable. You can only understand, feel, and live when you listen to them or read them. It is that being a reader and audio listener is a unique privilege to explore the mind and hearts of these geniuses and their incredible narrations that through the paper they managed to transmit to us. The man appeared and began to write, always in his titanic task of writing existed an enormous challenge to convey what he saw, heart and mind hold, through his writings. When one is in front of the new pen, PC, cell, phone, or table, and pretend to play the letters of these wonderful writers, he realized that it is a labyrinth or a road of stars, and why not a puzzle of infinite paths to follow? A small letter or word chosen by distraction or choice is simple a connection to some of these entrances to dream worlds and nightmares. It is that to write is to transmit, to write is to feel, to write is to live, to write is to write in the soul. The letters I write are words for the soul and cannot be pigeonholed into the grammar because I'm doing, so it took away the essence that they themselves carry. If you add something so that it sounds good or is heard more elegant, is something different from a letter addressed to the soul. And all this is little to say. All that you make me feel, Isabel of my soul. I have to go. I must rest from writing. I'll type you later. Sincerely, child of soul.